Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing this microphone, and if you're wondering why my audio sounds a lot worse than it does usually, it's because I'm using this microphone. This is the ZealSound Professional Studio Microphone. Now I was excited because if it turned out to sound good, then more people would be exposed to it and more people would know about it. And if it turned out to sound bad, then you would be watching this and also I'd be telling you about it. Now, I have to be as objective as I can with this microphone, but I'll start with the statement that it does not sound good. That's my first statement. That is my opinion. Now let's get to some facts. When it comes to the build quality of this microphone, I don't want to be keeping to air quote stuff all the time, but the build quality on this microphone is very mediocre and very unimpressive. It's made completely out of plastic. The stand has a tiny bit of weight, but it's nothing impressive whatsoever. The grill on top is also made out of plastic, not even tough plastic. You can hear the resonance. This resonance shows that it's empty on the inside, which is also not a great sign. As well, you can tell that this microphone is a dynamic microphone, which means if I look from the side, it is gonna reject a bunch of noises. Good, great. Unfortunately, this microphone is shaped like a condenser, and I genuinely hate that. Because I don't know if it takes advantage of people who misuse the Blue Yeti, because a lot of people who buy the Blue Yeti just normally speak from the top, which they shouldn't. They should speak from the side because it's a side editor's microphone, but you should speak from the top with this microphone in order to achieve any good sound. Now, before moving on from the build quality, I want to talk about one last thing that I genuinely despise with this mic, and that is the fact that it lacks a microphone, an input for the microphone to be put on a microphone stand. I really forgot what's the word, but the thing is, the threading of putting a microphone onto a stand has been the same for 70 years or even more. Why doesn't this microphone have it? Because right now you can see the microphone being close to my mouth, but I have to put it on a box. This is what the microphone actually looks like, and I have to have it this close for it to sound any good at all. Good is in big air quotes as well, so this is slightly unconventional. Now, I don't think this goes back to the build quality. I think this actually goes back to the sound, but it rejects rumbles fairly okay, not because it's good at that, but basically because it has very little to no bass, which means very little to no rumble sound. So I don't know if that's by design, but let's move on to the sound. And when it comes to the sound of this microphone, it is also not good at all, if you cannot tell already. This microphone sounds heavily like one of those headphone microphones, one of those HyperX microphones. That's not an insult to HyperX, that's a compliment to HyperX and an insult to this microphone. Now, this microphone, to be fair, has I don't think this has to do with the fact that this is fair, but this microphone has an echo dial thingy, which, I mean, that's a cool gimmick if that's what you're into. I don't know who's this benefiting. I know people who want this echo thingy, but if you're pairing it with a capsule that is this weak, I do not think that you're getting your priorities straight. Now, the microphone also has an audio dial where you can make the microphone be louder, which I mean, I guess that's a good thing, kind of. The only reason why I can give them credit for these things, because having a gain dial on the microphone is in fact a great feature, and it should exist on a lot more microphones, especially USB ones. Microphones like the Rode NT USB, for example, how does that thing not have a gain dial and this thing does? That's not a compliment to it, and the reason why I'm discounting all of these features, like the mute button, that's cool. Obviously, it makes a loud sound when you click it, which is very bad. I guess it tells people that you're clicking something. It's all about the capsule. It's all about the bad audio quality. I don't know if it's the converters inside of the microphone itself or it's just the capsule that's bad, but this is borderline unacceptable to me. I know it's only $30, and some people might argue that $30 is not a lot of money. There's also a headphone dial because you can connect your headphones to this microphone and you can monitor yourself, which is a good thing. I'm gonna let that part slide. There's no complaints when it comes to that part. Hearing yourself is very essential to people who are not used to recording and people who are generally needing to, get used to their sound and understand how far they are from the microphone and if they should get closer, if they should get further, and so on. My last gripe with the sound has to be obviously the very low SPL on this microphone. Now, if I get a little bit loud right now, and obviously I can do this with any other microphone that I want, I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's clipping. It's clipping a lot. And this clipping happening this quickly is horrible. It is not good at all, because a lot of people who are going to buy this microphone are going to be buying it probably for gaming and stuff like that, and for that kind of use case you are going to get loud. And obviously you can dial the microphone to be quiet, but then at that point when you're talking very quietly and when you're being normal, you're not actually raging, people will not be able to hear you. And maybe the company here, I don't know if they are, I don't want to make any assumptions, maybe they're depending a little bit on the fact that software nowadays does alter a lot with the audio and things like that, but overall you're getting like HyperX headphone microphone level quality for $30. That is not good. They also do include in the box Type-C adapter and a lightning adapter, so you can connect this directly to your phone. I'm mentioning this just to be objective. I would believe that the audio that your phone records probably could be better than this if you're recording close enough. If I want to talk about the pros and the cons of this mic, I want to say that I guess this is class compatible. I guess this works on all devices. I guess it's good that there's a microphone gain dial. That is a good thing. It's not software controlled. I will give it that. You can also connect your headphones to it. It's also, like it rejects keyboard sounds a little bit, maybe by design, but I'm still gonna give it that. However, I will not give it any points for the sound quality. I know I just keep attacking this microphone for its sound, but this is genuinely not acceptable to me. I would not use this, and I will try maybe in a YouTube short to add a lot of effects to make the sound better, but I sincerely do not think that this is a good sounding microphone by any measure. If you want to buy this microphone, if you like the sound of this microphone by any chance, I personally do not, but then again, I tried more expensive ones, then you can go ahead and buy it. I'm going to have a link in description just because I don't know if it's a contractual thing, but I'm going to have a link in the description if you decide to buy this microphone. I personally would not recommend it, and I hope that ZealSound continue to improve upon their sound. I'm not attacking the company. These guys do make some nice microphones, and I'd love to review more of their newer, more upgraded stuff. I'm also going to be emailing them right after recording this on a few tips and some suggestions in order to make this microphone hopefully better or release better products, and I hope that they will listen to any of the criticism or any of the suggestions I'll give them. But that will be it for the review of this microphone. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm sorry for being a little too negative, and I'm sorry if the camera quality feels a bit weird. I'm traveling soon. Just cut me some slack and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.